Good morning, students. In today's video, we'll learn about the last security measure, that is data encryption, and then we'll learn about firewall and intrusion detection. So data encryption means encryption scrambles information that is utilized to secure data that is constantly hung on a machine, replicated onto CDs and DVDs, or transmitted over a system. It utilizes innovation, for example, virtual private networks, that is VPNs, and secure socket layers. So data encryption is basically the meaning of protecting a data or any information that is in your software, in your computer system, or in any website. Firewall. Firewall is a very interesting aspect for security purposes. A firewall is a network security system designed to prevent unauthorized access to or from a private network. Network firewalls are frequently used to prevent unauthorized internet users from accessing private networks connected to the internet. All messages pass through the firewall, which examines each message and blocks those that do not meet the specified security criteria. It provides proper authorized certificates and logins to private networks. So firewall is basically a kind of a security measure where it blocks any unauthorized or unwanted messages or any other kind of data. Firewalls are of two types, hardware or software. The ideal ones have both options in them. You have some control over its protection features. For example, firewall in Windows 10. By default, Windows will protect your internet connection with Windows Firewall. A firewall prevents unauthorized access from external connections and helps protect your network from threats and that could harm your computer. So in Windows 10, you have the firewall installed by default, which you do not have to install by purchasing it. And it protects your computer from other network services or network connections. Whenever your computer detects a security threat from a file or application, Windows Smart Screen will notify you with a full screen warning. Whenever you see this warning screen, you should choose not to open the file or application unless you can verify that it will not damage your computer. So whenever you are downloading or using any application from the internet, and the Windows will automatically pop up a message that you can see in figure 4.2, and that message will be showing that it is not safe for your computer. So until unless you are sure that it is not something that will not harm your computer, you should not go ahead and open that particular file or data. Next is intrusion detection. This product monitors system and network activity to detect any endeavor being made to get access. On the off chance that an identification framework suspects an assault, it can create a caution, for example, an email alarm. So many of you have logged into your Gmail account from different devices, and whenever this happens, the Gmail sends an email to your mobile that there is someone trying to log into your email address. Or sometimes it asks for a password or a code that it sends to your mobile number if your mobile number is registered with a Gmail account. This is called intrusion detection. Regardless of the advancements of these controls, they are just in the same class as the individuals who use them. A ceaseless awareness program is a fundamental segment of any security arrangement. So even if this happens, if you are not getting the code, if you are just getting an email, you can still be incautious about it, and you can still have the risk of getting hacked. Using antivirus software. Antivirus is a software that is used to remove viruses and other malware programs from your computer. It uses two of these techniques to secure your computer. Scan files for known viruses that match with the virus definition list and that is built within it. But this requires you to continuously update your antivirus software to add new definitions to the list. Otherwise, your antivirus software goes obsolete and will not be able to remove newer viruses. So antivirus is something which have a code or a designated programming done to it, which tells that this particular specification meets the criteria of a definition of a virus. So whenever you download something, the antivirus runs a check on that particular software or application and sees that if it meets with any of the criteria or the definition that is already mentioned within the antivirus software. If it does, then it will instantly pop up a message that's saying that this is an virus threat. Identify suspicious behavior of a computer program that may have been infected. Some commonly used antivirus softwares are Quickhill, McAfee, Norton Antivirus, Avast, Bitdefender, Kaspersky, etc. So each of these antivirus softwares brings out certain options that the user can do while the computer is being scanned for virus. First, it can fix the virus. It cleans a file that is infected with a virus. So whenever an antivirus is run on a computer or a mobile system, it first of all tries to fix the problem that is there in that particular application. It sees if they can just simply remove or fix the virus, then they does it. If they cannot fix, then they goes to the next stage, that is quarantine. Certain viruses may be too difficult to be removed completely. These viruses are disabled and kept in a safe place so that it cannot infect other files. So just like you are in a quarantine at this moment, so that you do not, even if you get the coronavirus, you do not infect other people. Similarly, the antivirus will detect for any virus present in your system, and if it does and it cannot fix it, then it will simply take it and store it in a place where it cannot infect other applications through its virus. And if these two things does not work, then finally it comes to the last option, that is delete. It deletes an infected file along with the virus. Since this option also deletes the original file which got infected, it should only be used when the previous two options do not work. So the final option is deleting the virus. So when you are trying to delete the virus, you will actually delete the entire data that is stored in the system. So this is something that should be done in the final step when you cannot fix or quarantine the virus. So that is all for today's video. Thank you and have a nice day.